Welcome back, motherfuckers.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back
with the Thick of Things podcast.
of the Thick of Things podcast.
In the thick of things.
All right, guys, welcome back to Thick Sports. Hey, we got a new guest today, Brandon. This dude's brother.
Yep.
Hey,
This dude's brother is too weak to handle Thick Sports, and
dude says he got a hangover.
Yeah.
Dude cannot hang.
Yeah.
Took one shot of tequila and got a hangover. Anyways, today we're gonna be talking about the NBA season is about to start. It's preseason, so we're gonna name our top 15 players. Lists have been going around, so we're gonna tell you what we think is the top 15 NBA players heading into the next season. So, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to go 15 to 1 or 1 to 15? How y'all want to do this?
we can go 15-1.
Yeah,
15 to 1 to get that little suspense.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
So
So,
your top 5 in suspense.
nah, Brandon, who's your number 15?
All right, for 15, I started off with Ben Simmons because,
Man, that's pretty high. That's pretty high for Ben.
well, with all the trade stuff going on, speculations going behind him, he might go to Houston, but he might not go to Houston. But still, either way, the pickup for him, I think, would be a good idea for Houston because they already have Wall and Cousins going. Harden doesn't want to be there. Even Miami would be a good spot for Harden, but still, that's another one. But Ben Simmons was definitely for my 15.
Yeah, I forgot Ben was even a player. My 15, I got Devin Booker. Had a
Dude,
breakout season last year.
I almost had Booker.
that's
going on.
yeah. Devin Booker's one of those people that were
My close list.
almost on there.
Definitely. my
Number
close list.
15. I don't know if this is gonna be high or low for y'all. I got Zion at number 15.
Zion didn't even make my list. I don't
So-
yeah.
potential top 15, but just hasn't played.
You don't think 15 yet?
Not yet.
To me though, last year, he was like, I mean, yeah, he was fat or whatever, but when he was on the court, he was doing his thing. It's just like if he's in the paint, he's gonna score regardless.
Yeah, he's a monster in the paint. I just think his shot and his ball movement needs to work. He needs to work on his ball movement for sure.
Yeah, and I feel kind of bad putting him over guys like Devin Booker or the other guy from Toronto. Not
Siakam.
Pascal.
I mean, not Toronto. Tripping. I was like, who y'all talking about?
Yeah, I almost had Pascal on there too.
Dang, I
We
totally
talked
forgot about
Toronto. I was gonna put
Pascal.
Pascal on there also,
last
but
year to me, so.
I wasn't.
Or like CJ McCollum or
and got 3J on there.
there's another guy I was thinking of, but I forgot. All right, number 14. Who y'all got?
I put Jamal Murray for 14 for me.
He almost made my top 15.
Just because of what he did last season in the playoffs against LeBron, they went up and they eliminated the Clippers the way that they did. They were down double digits each one of those games, come back from double digits and eliminate the Clippers. I just wanted to bring that up.
Clippers
one more
of
time.
trash, bro. Hey, they was talking all that trash just to get
Y'all know where
just to
I'm
blow
at.
3-1 lead.
Sure.
Hey, the camera doesn't know where you're at, but I'm pretty sure by the end of the podcast they're gonna know where you're at, Brandon. All right, where you at, Cameron?
My number 14, I had Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
Kind of had an off year, but I still think he's one of the more elite players in the NBA.
Dude, Donovan Mitchell didn't even make my list.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, I thought about him plenty of times. There's a lot of places. Like the bottom of the list, there's so many guys that could have made it or guys that could have like.
You know what? I thought I had him on my list, but I guess I took him off.
You took him off?
I don't have him on my list.
Dude, Donovan Mitchell's one of the people that I wanted to go in the Rockets. But number 14, I got Dame Dollar.
Yeah.
At
14?
At 14. Dude, I feel like, man.
Leave him at 14.
Yeah, that is pretty low for Damian. It's just like the people above him that I have, I just feel like I would rather have them on my team. Damian Lillard is a beast at the 3-point. I mean, he's proven what he's gonna do. I mean,
he's one of the best point guards in the league.
Yeah,
it's just I do kind of feel bad for putting him that low, but man, that's where I got Dame. That's where I got. And my 14 and 13, I switched like a million times. So, all right, 13. Who y'all got?
All right. Well, my 13, I put Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum. That's a good one.
I know some people would probably have him a little bit higher, but I was kind of rushing with this, so I just kind of filled him into my top 13 spot because I couldn't leave him out either. But he's almost at my top 10. I think if he does a little bit more work in the playoffs this season, he might make that top 10. Just got to do a little bit more work for that for me.
Yeah, it's, Tatum's a good one, but he's a little bit higher for me. But I got at 13, I got Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
I know Jimmy had a great season last year, and he went off, but still, I think some of these other guys a little bit better, so I got Jimmy at 13.
Dude, I got Jimmy at 13 too. That's crazy. Jimmy and Dame I was switching them out like a million times. But yeah, Jimmy Butler, I think when he did in the finals against LeBron,
Dude, it was that whole final series was really good.
Dude, the only thing is he got gassed. He got gassed after those couple games. But just to bring that Miami Heat team to where they were,
Do it by yourself like that, bro.
Jimmy definitely earned the respect.
Prove he's one of the most elite two-way players in the game right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, he was locked down.
Dude,
in the finals.
Man,
he was locked
you remember the rumors when we're supposed to trade CP3, I think, for Jimmy Butler?
They should have. They should have
did that, man.
Harden's talking about going to Miami too. That was one of the places he wants to go now. Also,
Jimmy.
Him and Jimmy linking up in Miami. That'd be crazy too.
Next podcast, possibly talk about where do we think Harden should go or should he leave?
Yeah.
So tune in for that one.
He should leave. I think he should leave.
All right.
He said, I think he should leave. 12 spot. Who y'all got?
12 spot. I put Dame Dollar in my 12 spot.
Man, y'all are sleeping on my man.
Yeah, I guess I should have had him a little.
Yeah, I know.
There was a lot of stuff going on last season. I guess there was a couple people like we'll talk about it when I get to him, but I don't know, man. He got hurt real fast in the playoffs for me. He's always a good regular season performer, but like they didn't bring enough dog in that fight in the playoffs against Lakers for me to feel like he needed to be in a top 10 spot for me.
Yeah, especially all the hype, like leading up to it, like
Everybody counted like immediately.
They're like one of the favorites now.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie.
And then he got hurt and nothing even happened.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie.
One game.
Going into that series, I was like, man, Portland's coming.
Yeah.
Because the whole bubble, they was lighting them threes up, dude.
They're a good shooting team, but then whenever they shut down that rotation, man, the switch that Lakers were playing with, the defensive switch that they had, because they had a big man to match up with everybody, and they could also play small ball with everybody if they needed to also. So that shut out Hassan Whiteside whenever we put him in, got him in foul trouble early, kept us moving. I wish he wouldn't have got hurt. Maybe the series would have went a little bit longer.
Yeah. Well, at my 12 spot, I got Jason Tatum. So not farther from what Brennan had at 13. But
Yeah.
Tatum right there at 12.
He's right there.
He's one of the up and comer. I think he's still only like 22, 23, real young still. Play any position you need to on the court and knock down jumpers all day. So.
You said Tatum?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tatum's a monster. That Boston team's being slept on.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
Boston's
really
going to be going to the conference finals again, I think. For
Dude,
sure.
nobody's talking about Boston, and it's weird. All you hear about is Brooklyn, the Lakers, the Clippers.
I think Clippers got worse than them last year. I think they were a little bit better than them last year, but I think Boston got a little bit better. They have 1 through 10 depth. Like everybody on that team is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
At number 12, I got Joel Embiid, one of the best big men in the game. So, I mean, to me, the reason I don't think Harden should go to Philly, that's one of the spots, is because Embiid's there. I don't think him and Embiid will mix up too well.
Yeah, it's not going to be a good pick. It's not going to be. He wants that pick and roll situation like he did with Capella. It's not going to work the same way with Embiid.
Yeah.
In some cases it might, but he's not that type of player.
To me, Embiid's a whole different monster. Have him at 12. So, yeah.
All right, I'm going to go to 11.
Yeah, I had Jokic for 11 for me. Because,
Jokic?
I mean, dude, Jokic has got eyes.
Hate that
Everybody
guy.
has. Yeah, you know what I mean? Everybody's got eyes on Jokic this season right now. If he ends up staying for the Nuggets, that'd be really
That
good for
Denver team is
Denver.
really good.
But if he ended up going somewhere like Dallas to go play with Porzingis and Luka, that would be a crazy international big.
Jokic, Porzingis, and Luka.
Yeah.
Oh my
Fundamental
God.
team, just
This European white boys
Yeah,
just
monsters,
going out
dude.
there.
Dude, and Jokic is like one of those weird goods. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like he's athletic
he's
or
just slow, like he said. He's just slow.
he throws it up in his water every time. Like, I think it was a shot where there was like 3 people on Jokic, and he just like threw it up in that Clippers series. He just like threw it up like from the 3 and it was wet.
Rainbow.
Like, I didn't know what I was witnessing, but I was like, Jokic, I want your jersey now.
Everything was going good
Yeah.
for them in that series.
Yeah, Jokic is pretty good. But my 11, I got a different big man. I got Joel Embiid at my 11.
Okay.
Yeah, Joel's, like Malachi said, he's one of the best big men in the league. Last pure big probably left. Just can get down low and bully whoever he wants, but also can space the floor if he wants to. Elite big man.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
sure.
11, I got Kyrie.
Oh.
coming back from an but he was injured last year, right?
Yeah, I think he had an ankle.
Or he
injury.
faked
was
it.
out most of the year.
Kyrie, one of the best point guards, ball handlers in the league. I think him feeding off KD is gonna improve his game a lot. I think we're gonna see big things from Kyrie this year, definitely for sure.
Kyrie and KD is going to be a hell of a mix-up.
I even got
It's-
Kyrie in my top 15.
You don't got
No Kyrie.
no Kyrie.
disrespectful.
That is pretty disrespectful, bro. Kyrie's like one of the best.
He just
Overall point guards.
because he
No,
didn't
I
play
think
last
I
season.
really, all the players I got, I think if I had to start a team for one season, I'd pick all these players over Kyrie
Man,
so far.
Who you named so far?
Booker, Mitchell, Butler, Tatum, and Embiid. If I had to start a season, for
Kyrie
one,
is better than
I would take Devin Booker.
I think Kyrie's better than some of those players
quite
too.
a few of those names.
All right. So number 10, who you got, Brandon?
I got Jimmy Buckets as my 10, just for what he did
Ooh,
last season.
okay,
Just to
little-
jump off of what y'all were saying.
Little bit.
Definitely is the best two-way defender in the East, I think.
Yeah.
He can hold anybody on the court at any time. I think the only true mismatch he might have outside of LeBron would be KD because of height. That's it.
Yeah.
Because KD's just a pure natural shooter and can get over anybody. But no, I think Buckets is definitely gonna have a chance to repeat again. If they do, it would be crazy because we're sleeping on them also. Like the fact that they were just at the finals and everyone talks about Boston, but Miami's still right there too. Like Tyler Hero and everybody that they got over there, they got some shooters on that team. They got some real threats.
Dude, they had 3 rookies.
Yeah, and
Well, they all started, right?
Just starting. Yeah.
Dude, that was crazy. It was Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson,
Kendrick
Dunn or Nunn?
I don't know. It's none or done. It's one of the two.
Kendrick Nunn.
Yeah.
Nunn? Dude, all 3 of them were wetting threes, and I don't think Nunn even
Yeah,
played in the
he was
finals.
hitting- He hit like
He
3
had
or
like
4.
he averaged like 9 minutes or something like that, maybe.
And then Robinson broke the 3-point record for the finals, I think. Dude, so the future is really bright in Miami. Like that team's gonna be dangerous if they can build off what they did last year. Miami's gonna be dangerous, and yeah, Brandon's right. They're definitely sleeping on Miami this
They
year.
got, to go back to that, Andre Iguodala, if they can pick up somebody to replace him, also, they've got a really good chance at it too,
Yeah.
because he's getting older, and we don't know how many.
Isn't Iggy a free agent? I think he's a free agent again
I don't know if he is. or not.
because there was rumors about Houston picking up Iguodala.
Yeah, but he's
That would be
getting
a
up
good
there. He's
pickup for
probably-
Houston.
gotta be-
That would
They
be
should do that trade for Harden and Iguodala.
that would
And
be
involve a couple other players or whoever.
a lot of other players. Iguodala's pretty old.
Nah, Jimmy and Harden, that would be. I think that would be a really good pickup between them two because they play real similar. And Jimmy's okay with sharing the ball. He's okay with being that off-ball player. He's done it before in Chicago. Like he did it when he was playing in Minnesota. I think that ship would be a really good mix-up between the two of them.
And it's crazy that the amount of disrespect that Jimmy Butler's received over the last couple of years.
Bro, Jimmy Butler's one of my
Like the locker room
favorites,
thing.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, but yeah,
for sure.
like any team Jimmy Butler's on, they got a chance, definitely for sure.
My top 10, I could not put this dude in my top 10 because what he did last year. He was almost, him and Joel Embiid were kind of neck and neck of who I was going to put over, but Jokic is number 10.
Jokic?
Yeah, after last season in the playoffs, what he did, I could not put him in my top
is
10. The dude
ridiculous.
went off.
Yeah.
I mean, just passing IQ
Big
as a
guy
big
doing
man,
a lot of
it's
work right there.
Like we've never seen before. I don't think there's any passer out of the center position that's better than him all time. I think he's the best passing big ever.
And personally, my favorite player all time is Dirk Nowitzki. And Jokic reminds me so much of Dirk.
Yeah.
Like his fadeaways, his just dominating the ball pretty much. So yeah, so Jokic was a pretty good spot right there. At number 10, I got Jamal Murray.
Murray,
Ja-
yeah.
Jamal Murray, dude. Well, he was dropping what 50, 60
Yeah,
points a
he was on-
game.
He was working
In the finals, they closed out the Clippers, and it was pretty much all on Jokic and Jamal Murray's shoulders. So I gained a ton of respect for Jamal Murray this year, dude.
Yeah, that team's gonna be dangerous this
that-
season for sure.
Dude, they got Bobo.
chance to do.
Michael Porter Jr. is
the
going to
same
really come to
thing.
his own
Wait,
next year.
They got Bobo, right?
He's got
Okay.
to work on his shot, man.
But he came in broken back, and now he's coming in actually probably going to start this year because they lost Jeremy Grant, who's their small forward. So
Good season
Porter's
to get
gonna
under his belt like
come on
that.
there.
He'll be back. better this
6'10"
season.
small forward who can wet it from three.
Yeah, stupid shot. Stupid good
All
shot.
right, all
He's
right.
pretty good.
Number 9,
I put Kyrie for my number 9. 'cause
Okay.
Of what's going to happen this season. I mean, I'm not going to sleep on Kyrie and the Nets for sure. They're definitely going to do some damage.
You can't sleep on
But
Kyrie.
he's got to stay healthy. He can average 25 to 30 points a game if he stays healthy, and maybe even lead in assists. But he's got to stay healthy. He probably won't worry so much on assists. He's that true point guard that can do it, but he's also such a well-rounded scorer. And I think him and KD facilitating off of a pick and roll just between them two, they can spread the floor so many different ways. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to go home and
I guess maybe I'm
this
sleeping on
pickup.
Kyrie, but I don't think he's been the same since that 2016 season. Ever since then, I think he's down.
No, he needs somebody like KD or LeBron to be the way that he is, because like we saw it in Boston, like he can't do it by
Yeah.
himself. Like
That's
he
why I don't have him on my top.
had a whole team built around him, and they managed to do better without him and
Yeah.
went farther without him.
Yeah,
And
Kyrie definitely needs to be
couldn't
a
stay
Robin.
for a single season. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a second best to me always.
Kyrie, I think he has a high chance of being healthy this year because they're not playing those full 82 games.
They
They're
also
only
have a really good depth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
depth
They want
on
to be
that
on
team.
that.
Brooklyn
You
has got
start
really-
every single game and playing 40 minutes every game.
Yeah, I just hope you don't. I hope they don't get injured,
Yeah.
so that excuse doesn't come up at the end of the year why they
If
lost
do get
or if
injured,
they
then
lost.
that's gonna be it for him. If either one of them gets hurt, because like it's the same thing with Klay Thompson. Like I was gonna put him in my top 15,
Dude, me
because
too.
he got hurt.
Yeah, I
bro,
didn't put Klay in my
took
top
him out.
15.
I had to take him out.
Yeah, Clay.
Clay would have took Devin Booker's spot for me.
Yeah, Clay would have.
Or Donovan Mitchell. He probably would have took Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, he would have knocked Zion out, but he wouldn't have been 15. He would have been up there, but the whole list would have
Yeah.
been down.
I probably would have put Kyrie or Klay over Kyrie, to be honest.
Yeah, Clay's a monster. My 9th spot, I got old Dame Damian Lillard. Y'all are over here disrespecting him, putting it 13, 14. Dame's the top 10 player in the NBA. He's my number 9.
I'm not gonna argue that.
I'm not gonna argue it because I mean I said it.
Monster.
I feel like I did disrespect Dame.
I always say that Dame's better as a point guard than most people give him
Yeah, I
credit
think
for,
there's only one
especially
point guard
like
better than
players
him. I
like
got him on my
Russell
list.
Westbrook. Like
Yeah,
he's a way better point guard.
Yeah.
yeah, and yeah. I mean technically on my list, Dame is top probably 3 in point guard, top 4.
Yeah.
So it's just not
He's
that
up
many.
there.
You got Jamal Murray and Kyrie over Dame, which I just honestly.
I got Jamal.
Well,
and
just
Kyrie.
because-
Kyrie over Dame. And
Man,
think
I like
Dame's
Kyrie.
way better than both of those guys.
You know, I did think about switching Kyrie and Dame a lot, but
I think Dame's the second best point
I
guard.
probably should have did that. Now you say that
Well, who's the first?
because.
We'll get to it.
All right, so we're on number 9.
All right, I like
You're
that.
This 9 probably gonna shock the world.
Oh God.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, that's your 9, man. That's
Number
pretty
9.
low.
He definitely fell off last year. He proved
What?
that he's
He won MVP and averaged 30.
yeah, but he can't win games by himself. He has one off game. Like if he has or that team is built around him, and if he has to carry that team all by himself, and he hasn't proved that he cannot take his team deep into the playoffs.
That's because he can't shoot.
exactly.
Okay.
Shoot the ball, he could probably do something, but he can't shoot.
I think he fell off.
So the reason he's at my 9 is because he can't shoot.
He can't shoot.
And anybody that he goes against in the playoffs, they build that wall, and that makes Giannis obsolete. So to me, anybody that can't operate outside the paint or can get shut down if they just take away one thing, I mean,
It's not.
I've never been a
Miami showed how you can expose Giannis, and
and really before Miami, the year before that, I forgot who they lost to, Toronto.
Kawhi showed how you can lock down.
They built that wall, and then Giannis literally didn't do anything in the playoffs.
When you have one elite big man who can play defense and an outside wing, you can lock down Giannis. For Toronto, it was Siakam and Kawhi locked him down. For Miami,
Siakam is always he's always so on off too. You never can trust his consistency whenever he's on the court. Like he has some nights where he'll have 1 or 2 back-to-back good games, but he's never that like I can go to him every time and he's going to be automatic and I know that he's going to go. I can go to him, but it's going to be a 50-50.
Yeah, and it felt kind of weird putting Giannis so low, but because he is seen as one of the best players in the NBA.
He didn't do very much in the playoffs in that first round. Was it that he got eliminated?
Was it first round?
No.
First round, second round.
No, hold on. The first
Either
round.
the first or second round that he got eliminated in. I know that for sure. Obviously.
I wonder if I can.
I want to say it was the first round.
I wonder if I can pull it up. Just playoffs.
That's your playoff bracket.
Toronto. No, because they beat Orlando.
Oh, that's right. Orlando
Yeah, but
was in the playoffs.
that don't count.
Made it in for.
I mean,
it's been a minute.
They beat.
It's been- yeah. They had
They beat
a
them
warm up
5.
for a real playoff game.
But the first game that they played him, Orlando
Western.
actually beat him the first game. I was like, oh man, you can kind of see how Milwaukee isn't that good, but then they turned it up and stomped on Orlando.
Yeah. Wait. So back to the list. All right, number 8. Where y'all at?
I got Harden at 8 for me.
Okay.
I mean, Harden is Harden. You can't not have Harden in the top 10.
Yeah, for sure.
He got exposed a little bit in the playoffs, I think, having to deal with what he was having to deal with Westbrook and stuff. But that also falls into play with the small ball that they were playing all season, bad coaching, obviously, and then Westbrook being the type of player that he is, having to learn how to work. They haven't played together in a few years, so, chemistry isn't going to bounce back exactly the same. But anywhere that I think Harden goes, he has the potential to be in a finals conversation or an MVP conversation or some sort of championship caliber conversation, because the dude's averaging numbers that we don't see in the league. Like, if there was anyone that was ever to get as close to averaging 50 points in a league, which I know probably obviously won't ever happen, but Harden would be one of those guys in that contendership, I think, for sure. Him, maybe Curry, and one other person. But for sure, I think Harden would have to be in the top 10.
Yeah, my 8, I really wanted to put this guy higher because I really like him. I think he's going to be an MVP pretty soon, but I just couldn't put him over anybody else. But Luka got him at 8.
Okay. Luka 8.
That's my pick this year for coming up for MVP. Luka's a freaking monster.
Yes.
Dude, second year in the NBA last year, averaging 40 points in the playoffs.
I realized that yesterday. It was Luka's second year.
Yeah.
Second, bro. Yeah,
This is his
he's
only
a
third
child,
year.
bro. He's a
freaking monster.
child.
Like when I heard that, I was in my truck. I was watching, because that's all I do is watch freaking First Take or whatever.
So much potential.
I was like, that was.
Dude, this guy's
He's been playing pro since he was 16 overseas.
Dude, okay, if they would have had Porzingis, y'all probably would have lost in the first round.
It would have been a lot closer.
It was 6, right?
I think
Too many
maybe
injuries,
6.
man. Yeah, that was a dogfight between them. That was a really good
Dude,
match.
because they had Seth Curry, right? They had Seth.
Seth, Tim Hardaway, what's called
Hardaway, man,
Luka.
dude, he was working in the playoffs. I don't care, man. People were not giving him credit the way that they
Yeah,
should
Luka
have.
was
But
dropping
Hardaway
like
was doing
45
work.
points a game.
Yeah.
A nasty step back to the win. Reggie Jackson just went to the side, step back. He's probably a good 5 feet away from the 3 and just drained it.
Yeah, that step back was crazy.
Yeah.
That step back was so.
That game winner?
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
like,
I was jumping on my bed like.
I'm not even that big of a fucking Mavericks fan or nothing like that, but I fuck with Luka. So when I saw him hit that, I was like, oh man, wow. Play that again one more time.
Bro, I
really like Luka.
I think I called Cameron right away.
Yeah.
And I was like, Luka! And I think Cameron hung up.
I was impressed for like 5 hours after that game.
I think they beat y'all the next game too.
Probably. Luka's a monster. Luka was dropping like 45. He was carrying.
No, I think I won. I don't remember. Number 8.
Signed with LeBron.
Number 8, I got a big man, Jokic.
Yeah.
All right.
From what I saw in the playoffs, dude, that man is an absolute monster. Deserves to be in the top 10 or whatever.
He's another MVP candidate. Possibly.
Pretty much like we said already, he can just wet it without even trying.
He's definitely in that MVP caliber position right now. Like, he could lead a team. I think, like you say, with him and Murray playing the way that they played in the playoffs, man, dude.
Yeah, he's only 25.
They just need that, like,
He's only 25 years old.
That's crazy.
Jokic's got 3 more years before you're in basketball prime.
That's ridiculous.
Instead of
And
Yeah,
what
he's
Murray's
still
like,
learning,
Murray's like what, 23?
23, yeah. That team is super young.
Insane.
All right, Brandon, where you at number 7?
7, I got Steph. I got Curry as my 7 because, man, dude, Curry's coming back right now.
What?
Well, yeah, man, he's still facing quite a few injuries right now. They're going to be
Wow.
It's just going to be him and Draymond out there. They're not going to be doing too much, you know what I mean? He's got a lot of work to put, we've seen it with him and Clay and Draymond, but we haven't seen it with just Steph. We haven't seen it where it was just Steph having to take control. I'm not saying Steph can't do it and go out there and average 30, but they're not going to be you know what I mean? He's going to have to do that James Harden shit where he's going out there every night and he's going to have to score 40 a game because who's he going to give the ball to?
I mean, they still got. Then they in the draft
shooters.
They got James Wiseman in the center.
D'Angelo Russell, Draymond.
Traded D'Lo to Minnesota for
But-
Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, yeah.
Really
And they
using
went-
him right about now.
They went and picked up Kelly Oubre, who's also.
That was a horrible.
Hey, I forgot
trade.
they got Kelly Oubre. I was watching highlights of him earlier today with Oubre. Man, he was playing some bully ball in the paint the other night, dude.
Yeah, Oubre's cool.
I like the way Oubre
And they also
plays,
have Eric
man.
Pascal coming off the bench, who's a really solid rookie. It was a rookie last year, and now second year in the
Hell
NBA.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously that Warriors team's gonna take a hit because of Clay gone, but
Yeah.
I think
That sucked.
Curry's Good. Curry's good. All right. We got that.
7, I got James Harden. Him and Luka
Okay.
went back and forth, but I still think Harden is just. I mean, I know they kind of had I guess you could say a down year for playoff stats wise, but I mean, boy, he's probably still averaging like 35 points a game, like 9 assists and however many rebounds.
Yes.
Dude's one of the best pure scorers all time.
9.4 assists. He's 17th with assists.
Like, man's a monster from the shooting guard position. If they can develop a team around him where it's obviously he's going to be the star, but develop a team around him where it's ball movement more, and it's not just obviously stop Harden. That team is a championship caliber
Insane.
team.
Yeah, definitely.
Harden is-
Yeah, no matter where Harden goes, he's gonna put up numbers or whatever. So at number 7, I got Kawhi. Kawhi,
Definitely.
to me, he was one of my favorite players, but
And then with
Kawhi
the
was
Clippers.
doing work
Eh.
last season.
Yeah.
He was the only one doing work.
yeah, he was putting in that work. It's just I think I got that sour taste in my mouth of blowing that 3-1 lead.
Yeah, no.
And he was dropping them goose eggs in the fourth quarters, and it just looked like that he couldn't handle the pressure.
I think what happened with him is he was talking about this offseason is that he was asked to run the offense, and Kawhi can't do that. He's not giving me the
No,
ball,
he's not a
run the
facilitator.
offense.
He's
okay. Let point guard run the play. I'll get my spot. Give me the ball. I'm gonna make my shot. And then I'm
Exactly.
gonna get back on defense. And they asked him to run the offense a whole lot, and he would try to do it and get in his spot being the ball handler. And it didn't work out too well for him, obviously.
Paul George apparently worked that way also.
Yeah, and if it did feel kind of weird putting Kawhi that low because the season before everybody's talking about him, best player in the league,
Oh
this
yeah,
and that.
he's going.
Because he was going off that year. I mean, carried the Raptors to the finals and won it. And
Yeah, no one's really ever done it like that before.
For the record,
Like-
he wouldn't have won that finals if KD and Klay.
No, for sure. That's what I try to stress to everybody. Also, is like we praise him for it, we give him props for it, and I give him his respect for it. But
KD and
had
Klay
there
were-
not been those injuries in that finals, there would not be this
Dude.
talk of Kawhi Leonard and all this Clippers and stuff the way that we're talking about it now, because we know that Kevin Durant is the real, actual threat between.
KD's the real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So, and if you think about it, to win that series before the finals, it was Toronto versus Philly. It was Game 7.
Yeah.
If he don't make that lucky shot, they lose the series.
yeah, dude. A lot of people would argue that he traveled on the inbounds whenever he caught the ball, but that's not for me to say. You know what I mean? That's just a video that I saw on YouTube. Just got speculating.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that was going on between between that and that shot. Like you say, that shot was real lucky. He got
Dude.
that bounce to drop the.
I remember
one
watching
did.
that shot live. It felt like it was taking like 5
I
years.
think
for
everybody
the
kind of
bounce.
posed. Leonard posed at the same time and watched it. Like, man, is that shit gonna?
Dude, and imagine
And it fucking went in.
being a Toronto fan in the game, like at the game, dude. The amount of excitement.
Silence, instant, and then instant laugh. Yeah.
Dude, that's why we need fans back, man.
Yeah,
Sports
dude.
is not the same without the
They're
fans.
supposed to be having certain games coming up with the Rockets and a couple other ones with a small amount of fans in attendance when the regular season starts.
Dude, as soon as
That'd be exciting.
they can open the stadiums back up, dude, I'm going. I want to go to a game so bad,
I wanna
dude.
get, even if I have to get some season tickets, I'm gonna like.
Jesus. You probably got to spend a couple grand. I'm going.
You gotta watch.
All right, so where we at, number 6?
Yeah, 6 now.
6, okay. Where you got, Brendan?
Man, I put Luka as my 6.
Okay.
Man, dude,
Yeah,
I was looking at these
respectable.
just some of the stats that he had. His got a 5-year market value of $268.7 million projected for him. Dude is worth a lot of freaking money right
68
now.
mil?
He's
200.
6th in the league, averaging
5
28. Yeah.
He just signed an extension?
No,
Or-
that's what their estimated his worth is.
No, for like the next
Oh.
5 years, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Market value.
Okay.
260 something million.
He 8.8 assists is like 3rd in the league with that. He's per 40-minute games. Every game that he averages, or every game that he plays 40 minutes, he averages at least 34.4 minutes or 34.4 points a game. And like, who do you know that plays 40 minutes and then averages? That's like you're scoring a bucket every minute, basically. Like you're going down the court as soon as possession comes. You're the only one getting the ball. Facilitated a couple times. That averages into his freaking 8 assists that he's getting per game right there. And then
Yeah.
9 rebounds. It's just unheard of, the stuff that this dude's doing at the age that he's doing it at. I think he's definitely got a potential to win a championship if he gets the right amount of people around him.
I think they only need one more piece.
Yeah, dude.
Him and
He's
Porzingis can stay
man,
healthy.
dude. If Porzingis can stay healthy, yeah, he's a really good sitter. He's got one of the
7-3 water shot and can play good defense.
He's on his way up to passing up. I think. What's his name that played for the Cavaliers? He's 7-foot Channing Frye for all-time 3-pointers by a 7-footer.
Oh, really?
He's like on his way to passing that up right now, man. He's really close to it.
Yeah, if Porzingis can return to the Knicks form,
Yeah.
oh, that team's gonna be
Yeah,
dangerous.
dude. Like, quick moving big man like that, he can handle the ball, dude. Porzingis can handle the ball really well, and he can move in post. He can spread the floor. He can facilitate whatever you need him to do. Like, he was all of that in New York for them.
Yeah, there was
He
a
can
highlight of
definitely
him
do
in,
that with Luka if he stays healthy.
Yeah, there's a highlight of him in New York. He was running the court. He got down and did a chase down block, turned around, got the ball, and ran it.
Came
coast to
back
coast
and
just
dunked it.
yammed.
Yep.
Whatever
Yeah.
7'3" guy can you see that does that?
Not very many. Yeah. Not very many.
Oh, we're talking about Luka, right? For some reason,
Nah, but
I totally thought you put Porzingis up there.
Yeah, Porzingis. All right, so my 6, he definitely fell off. 6 and 5, I was going back and forth, but just because he's my guy, but I had to put him at 6. But Kawhi,
Okay.
at 6.
Yeah,
Couldn't quite put
yeah.
him in the top 5. I think he had it down here. And the other top 5 guys, I think, are better than him.
Surprise, bro.
But yeah, Kawhi, he's my number 6. I still think he's one of the best players in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably the best two-way player in the game right now.
For sure.
Can lock down some people like nobody else can. If you give him one other piece to run that offense for him instead of him having to be that guy, I think he'll show you again that he's one of the most elite players in the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. And Kawhi's mid-range game is disgusting.
Yeah.
Like if you leave Kawhi open in the mid-range, you might as well just inbound the ball because they're about to score.
Yeah, that dude's scary good, man, and he's so smooth and fluent with the way he moves and shit too, dude. Like his shot is so technical to me. Like his straightaway shot from mid range is just such that art, dude. He has a crazy form. I love it.
And when he played for the Spurs, he was one of my favorite players. It's just like he went to Toronto, and then I was like,
Everybody kind of got on a hype train with Toronto when that happened. I mean, I did too whenever they were going on because my team was obviously out. And it would have been different, maybe, but we
nah,
don't know.
but I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm one of those people. Like, if people hop on a hype train, then I want to get off because I don't want to be one of the bandwagon.
Nah, I was fucking with them because I didn't want Golden State to win, man. I was ready for Golden
Yeah.
State to lose. Y'all know I'm not fucking with any of that being a LeBron fan, so they got to go. I was we were good to go from there.
All right. So at number 6, I got James Harden, one of the best scorers of all time. I mean, we've already said what Harden represents.
The hardest
Definitely
player.
MVP caliber player, no matter where he goes.
What, last 4 years finished like second, and then he had that 1 year where he won it, and but the last like 4 or 5 years, it was number 2 in MVP votes every year. So the dude's
Should have been won it. Yeah, it was
Dude's
long
monster.
overdue for one at least.
Harden's one of the best scorers. This last year, he picked up his defense a little bit. So
Yeah, dude, he was leading the league in a few categories with steals, man. He was stepping it up big time defensively. Like he was leading his team in steals in certain cases, I think.
What was it, Game 7 with OKC when he had that game-winning block? I think it was Game 7.
Yeah.
It was definitely to win the round, but yeah, they went
Lockdown,
together.
bro.
And
That's
I
nice.
think it was Dort that had the ball for OKC, and he blocked him, and then Dort tried
You
to
ever-
throw it hard and jumped over it. And
See that block he had on DeRozan? DeRozan was going to shove off of him, and he just kind of did that.
didn't
no
look, hit it down.
Hit it off. Of
oh, I did see that, but he's going for a layup, right?
Yeah, it was like a little strip that he did. Just wasn't really looking and just swatted back.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. But yeah, that's where I got Harden. So
We're breaking in our top 5.
top 5 players, baby. I think our top 5 might look the same. Not really though, because you already named some of my top 5 players.
Yeah.
So who you got at number 5, Brennan?
My 5 is we're gonna go with Giannis for my 5, man.
Okay, Giannis.
Like I said, averaging 30 points, 29.5. It's 5th in the league. 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 31.94 for the season. He's first. That was the highest in the league. Nobody was even coming close to that. Back-to-back MVP unanimously.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Defensive Player of the Year. Like, there's only 2 other players that have done that. Guy's been doing unthinkable things with that team. And like you say, for him to be having to carry the amount of stuff that he's having to carry, I think this season's going to be a little bit different.
They Drew Holiday. Was
Yeah, dude, with
huge
having Holiday
offensive
pick up like that, you're having a real, I'm not, no disrespect to Bledsoe or anything like that,
Yeah.
but Holiday is a really, really underrated point guard that should have been picked up for an all-star pickup last season, and I don't think he did, and I think he got snubbed on quite a few things. but I'm gonna be excited to watch them play. Like the other night when Dallas and them played, it was a really good matchup between the two. The first half, they were just sprinting up and down the court, nonstop, fast pace. I love it.
Yeah, my number 5 is also Giannis. I got Giannis at 5. I think
Okay.
he's the most physically dominant player in the game right now.
Yeah.
Once he gets, if he has one-on-one and has his eyes in the book and he's 15
There's
feet in,
nobody stopping.
he's going to
him,
push
dude.
you around and dunk on your face.
For sure.
And you're not going to stop him.
Yeah, yeah.
Vince Carter, not too long ago, he bullied Vince and then just dunked on him. I'm like, yeah, why you got to do Vince like that?
Yeah, I'm about to say Vince is like 50.
Yeah, like it was just so disrespectful. And he can handle the ball really well if he can, develop a jump shot. It doesn't even have to be a great 3-point shot. If you can develop a consistent mid-range,
a
mid-range
shot.
arguably the best player in the game.
Yeah, Giannis is definitely one of the best players in the game. But to me, he just has to develop some kind of shit. And that's one of the reasons Ben Simmons didn't make my list, because they have no shot. I mean,
Yeah.
but Giannis is just a different animal in the paint than Ben Simmons is. So I'm not comparing the players. I'm just comparing their playing style. But if Giannis can develop a shot, then he's definitely moving up in my list, because right now I think Giannis would have to be like a Robin to somebody that has a shot. Like if Giannis and Curry teamed up.
Yeah, dude, that Golden State
They
matchup
almost
they
did
were
it,
talking
apparently.
about was crazy. I thought about that for a second. Like, damn, can you picture that? Like, those two wing shooters that you have between Klay and Steph when Klay's healthy, and then you got Giannis in the field protecting the paint like that.
Yeah, there's apparently a package deal, but they didn't do it because
That's
Giannis
a
didn't.
triangle offense.
Yeah.
That's not going to be stopped anytime.
Dude,
if that happens.
good luck.
That's
Like, you think
scary.
Draymond's a good defensive player for that team, like a perfect fit. Put
I
Giannis in there,
trade
it's like, oh
what
my God.
man?
Yeah, we didn't even mention Giannis's defense. Giannis is a
That's a whole brick wall you got to get through yourself.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
a big body, and he don't move slow either. He don't move slow at all. He's a fast 7-footer.
Yeah, definitely. Giannis is one of the best players in the league for sure. Number 5, I got Luka.
Oh yeah.
Luka turned into one of my favorite players to watch last year. If he can develop a clutch gene, because I don't know if y'all know, that was the first clutch shot that he made against
That
the
was
Clippers.
the beginning of it. Then
That's the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Clutch
So-
gene started. It was a good start for sure.
Yeah, but Luka can do it all. I mean, he got a 3-point shot, the mid range. He can dominate you in the paint.
Yeah. His ability to finish at the basket is unreal. He can take contact and finish with either hand that he wants to, and his ability to just create shots where he's falling out of bounds on the baseline and throws it over the backboard wet. He's like, yeah, I do that every day.
Yeah.
Handed floaters.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
to me, Luka kind of plays a little bit like LeBron. His
Yeah.
playing style.
Yeah, he imitates that for sure.
Playing style.
Like if he mixed Harden and LeBron's offense,
Yeah, I can
Don't
see
do that.
because he's
That's what
that
Luka
ball
is.
handling. I can see
handling
ball
and step
handling.
back like Harden and 3-point shot like Harden and then driving.
Yeah, dude, because his
LeBron.
Euro step is nasty too.
Euro
bro.
step.
That Euro step is sick.
offensively, just offensively.
All right, number 4. Where y'all at?
I got Leonard for my 4.
Kawhi. Okay.
Yeah, man, I couldn't not have Leonard in
Where did I
my
have
4
Leonard?
just
7?
because, everything that happened last season. He was leading his team in all stats last season, so I don't feel like they really lost that finals, or not the finals, that playoff appearance because of Kawhi.
Yeah.
I feel like that fell more on Paul George. And the supporting cast around him, Lou Williams, Patrick Beverly,
Trez.
you know what I mean? Those guys, they had a 20-point lead for 4 games and blew it all 4 games. Like, Kawhi averaging 27 points per game last season. It's 8th in the league. Dude's consistent with his numbers, and his rebounding was 7. His rebounding was 33rd. His rebounding was only 7.1 rebounds a game, and then 4.9 assists. So I feel like,
That's a lot more assists than he normally has too.
yeah, it's like you say, he's not really a facilitator. So seeing his numbers up like that, he was 36 with that, and to see his numbers up like that, assist-wise, is really good. But I think it'd be one of those 30-point average players if he focused a little less on facilitation and more on scoring himself, because he's one of those guys where, like, clutch time comes, I want him to have the ball. I don't want anyone else in the last 2 minutes to be holding the ball except for him.
Unless you're down
and
3-1.
One other guy. Yeah, I guess so. Unless you're. Then who knows who gets the ball? 20 points and a bunch of chances. And
Nah, but
But anyway.
Kawhi Leonard's a monster. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, well, my number 4, just a recently new champion, Anthony Davis.
Okay. Number 4.
Best big man in the league.
For sure.
I can see that.
Put some
Dude's a
respect on that.
freaking monster.
Big man in the league. Best big man in the league.
They-
Shout out to KD.
Doesn't do anything wrong. Can play defense. Can lock down anybody in the paint. Can
For sure.
offensively dominate the post day in day out, and also can spread the floor if he needs to. So
We would
best
not
big man in the
have
league. One of the best
ring.
big men all time. You know, he's in that conversation.
Yeah, and before he got to the Lakers, I think the only thing that was holding him back from being named one of the best big men is injuries.
Injuries, dude.
He just kept getting injured.
Consistent with injuries, yep. And then also it's like you say with injuries, you see in the finals, he gets hurt all the times that he gets hurt in the finals and the playoffs, but he plays through it.
Yeah.
He didn't want to deal with it whenever he was with New Orleans because he has nothing to fight for in
Yeah.
New Orleans. You know what I mean? He has no backup behind him or anything like that. So
Yeah, if he would risk it in New Orleans, what, you're going to do a career-ending injury for no reason? I mean, and I feel like LeBron was probably telling him, hey, get your ass up, boy.
that shit up.
All right, number 4. I got the best shooter in the game. Ben Simmons. Nah, just kidding. No, I got Steph Curry. I feel like this season he's gonna come back with a vengeance, dude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's been feeling disrespected, being compared to by Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Dame Lillard. They're disrespecting Curry because they're saying Dame Lillard's the one that invented the half-court shot, and Curry's like, bro, did y'all not see what I've been doing these past like 6 years?
I always did. That's what he was talking about. They tweeted that one time, him and Dame, they were like, we come out the first tip-off between the game. Whenever we
Throw it up.
court, we play on it between each other. Just throw it up wherever you get the ball from and shoot it. It was like, you'll do it, I'll do it. They both gonna. I'd love to see him actually do that shit.
Hey,
Hilarious.
I'm choosing Curry. I mean, to me, number 1 point guard.
3-point shooter
For sure.
ever.
When you watch Curry, you just see him throw him up, and you automatically think water every time. No, I mean,
Yeah, we talk about clutch gene. There's like a rare. That's a rare thing that you come across, and his genetics for that is like any other. There, man.
Yeah, first ever unanimous MVP. When they did the MVP votes, everybody was like, yeah, that guy. Not
Man,
We don't
maybe
want-
not.
What about him? What about him? Mm-mm. No, we got this
Curry.
guy right here.
and I mean, we talk
All
about it.
three.
We talk about his 3-point shot, but him in the paint too. I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, dude, his ball handling also is
underrated.
the most underrated, I think, too, because
Yeah, when CP3 was on the Clippers, he gave him
he
work
split them
every game.
up, dude. I remember watching some of the highlights between the Clippers that they used to have. There'd be 4 of them right there in the little spot, and man, Curry was running the circle, pulled up between, step back and hit a 3, and
Naked in their mouth.
made it. And you just see Steve Kerr standing over there, and then he hits it. He's like, God damn, I didn't think he was gonna hit it. All right, it was good.
Bro, that day he learned not to ever doubt
he
Curry
doubted
again.
me.
Yeah, there's that one when he hit the game winner against
Fuck
OKC.
yeah.
He was dribbling up, and Steve Kerr looked at him and said, "Timeout." Kerr said, "Nah." Past half court, just walk.
Splash. Yeah.
It's disgusting, dude.
God.
All right, now we're heading into our top 3. Top 3 players heading into next season. Where you at?
All right, so my top 3, I got AD for my top.
Okay,
Thanksgiving.
number 3, AD.
How can you not have AD in your top 3 after last season?
Yeah.
Coming off his first finals appearance and averaging the numbers that he was averaging in the finals and in the playoffs. We would not have a ring if we wouldn't have picked up AD, I don't think. I mean, with all respect to LeBron and everybody on that team, they might have made it close to it, but if we didn't have AD on there, there wouldn't be any of this finals talk that would be going on right now.
Okay.
Averaging 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and then 26 points a game. I think if he were to focus a little less off of assists and let him kind of play more of that big man position this season and kind of dominate in the paint, let him play a true 5 position, even though he doesn't really like to play it. We
Yeah.
have Trez and we have other backups that can play the position that he's playing right now.
Mark Gasol.
Yeah, dude,
Marc
with
Gasol.
Gasol playing right now.
Yeah,
like,
that's one of
we
the guys
have
that's, like,
plenty of rotation options to go through with AD.
Hey,
like that.
I don't know if y'all seen
We
it.
feel comfortable with him playing the 5 right now.
I don't know if y'all seen it, but there's heavy rumors that Pau Gasol is about to come out of retirement.
Yeah, and he might come to the Lakers if he does.
Yeah,
See,
def-
that
I
also,
think that
if he
may
does
just like
come
give
back,
people
he
like
might be
rest
coming to the
time, but I
Lakers.
don't think he's gonna do much. He's.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
His old ass.
I think it's gonna help the team.
I mean, yeah, and obviously he's not gonna come in and start.
Anybody but Jared Dudley, I'm okay with playing on the court. to be honest
Jared
with you.
Dudley.
As long as he sits on the bench, or we can get rid of
They're
him for
saying,
some amount of money, or chicken or something.
Yeah, his last
Whatever
year.
we can get for him.
Pau Gasol's last year playing was with Portland, and he was hurt most of the year. They said when he was hurt, he was still on the bench. He said they basically looked at him as the head coach and Powell was coaching the team as much as the head coach was. So if he goes to
Yeah, and
the
then
Lakers, he can do
being
that too.
hurt, dealing with stuff with Kobe and all that. I'm pretty sure he wasn't in the right mindset to play basketball last season. He probably had his mind on it. He just had a kid also, so like.
Powell played last
basketball-
season?
I don't think he played.
No.
but I think he
But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
He was on the bench?
Injured. Yeah, he was on the bench. Like he was like a Juwan Howard kind of guy that was
I know he
just
was on
like
Portland
a part of the
recently.
team, but not a part of the team. Or like
Just under
what's his name
contract.
from Miami?
Oh, has him?
Yeah.
Oh, Udonis hasn't?
Yeah. Just he's there, and he knows some stuff.
All right. Where you at, number 3?
The best shooter ever, Stephen Curry. He's
Okay,
top
okay.
3. He's arguably like all time. He's all time top 10, all time out of everybody ever. Curry's in that list.
Yeah, I agree.
You could push him top 5 too if you really
Yeah,
want.
no one's ever made an impact the way Curry did.
Curry changed the whole game of basketball. He's the best shooter ever.
Evolutionized it.
Past
for sure.
half court, you better guard him because if not, he can wet it.
Before you
Yeah.
better guard him. You better be ready at that marker.
Can drop 30 points and a half with no problem, and light your team up. 2-time
Yeah.
MVP. Should have a Finals MVP, but the dude's 3-time champion.
Bro, that is so dumb how they gave that Finals MVP to Iggy.
It's
Yeah.
because of what he locked down LeBron, but really LeBron was averaging a triple-double in all the finals, so I don't understand how you can lock down someone while they're averaging a triple-double.
I think
but we're not going to talk about that right now.
I think Brandon's been giving little hints on who's number 1. All right.
Yeah, but Curry's 3.
All right, number 3, I got Anthony Davis, just like Brandon. I mean, what he did last year was freaking crazy. Best big man in the league, I think, right now.
Definitely.
He has a 3-point shot. He has a mid-range. If you disrespect him in the paint, he's gonna dunk on your chin. His defense, he should have been Depoy this year. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I think you should have got it over Giannis.
And this year, I think most of the loads are gonna be on Anthony Davis. I
Oh,
think
for sure.
I think
But also,
LeBron's gonna be chilling.
Yeah,
He's been chilling. He's got a move.
The reigning
to make
champs
and all
just
that.
got like significantly better this offseason. They got Schroeder,
Yeah, dude, we just
Trez,
picked up
and
some
Marcus
youth.
All.
yeah,
They got
And some
tremendously
wisdom
better.
at
All
the
they were
same
saying,
time.
yeah. And
all they needed last year was youth and bench depth. That's exactly what they went and got. They moved off Dwight Howard, got Trez, youth, got Schroeder, bench, and then went and got what's called Marcus All.
I
bench.
couldn't tell you like how happy I was when I found out we picked up Dennis Schroeder because he's one of my favorite point guards in the league as it
You got the
is.
6th man year and the second place 6th man
Yeah,
year.
dude. Like, man, dudes don't understand. They'll see it this season. It's like I was saying about last season, man. There's just certain things that you'll see.
They got
when
it.
he gets out on that, they actually get that chemistry between the team going. Like they had a shit ton of turnovers the other night against the Clippers. They had like 30-something turnovers, something like
I
that.
don't
It was
watch anything.
ridiculous.
I mean, it's
But,
preseason though. LeBron,
yeah, it's preseason.
none of the star
Once
players
they
are
learn
playing.
how to- once they learn how to actually work together as a unit, I think it's going to be really nice to watch for sure.
All right, number 2, we're in the top 2 players. I think our top 2 is gonna be the same across the board. The same 2 players. We're gonna see where they're at.
Yeah.
So number
KD is my number 2.
KD's number 2. Okay.
Got him at number 2 just because of him not playing last season. And
Okay.
I almost put him at number 1, but he wasn't healthy. He missed last season, but he still has the potential to come back this season. It's going to be Brooklyn and the Lakers in the finals, most likely, is what we're going to see if they can stay healthy and they can
gonna be
coincide
such
with
a good
coaching.
series, too.
Yeah, I would
So
like to
looking
see a
forward to
7-game series out of that. If we can get that, please. No one try to sweep each other. Let's just make it 7 games.
Yeah, don't try.
And,
I mean,
I
come
mean,
on.
if
Let's go
anyone's
back
gonna sweep
forward
anybody,
without
I understand. If we gotta sweep them, we gotta sweep them.
All right, Cameron, where you at?
Yeah, I
number
got the
2?
same thing. KD number 2, just because obviously number 1, everybody knows, but he's reigning champ. So I had to
Okay.
put KD number 2, and KD coming off an injury and an Achilles injury in basketball is very significant.
Yeah, and we don't even know how he's gonna come back this
but
season
he
yet.
is-
So that's
he's
why
a
he's
7-foot sniper and
from
arguably
anywhere.
best scorer ever. Dude's a monster.
Pure shooter, the
Yeah.
best pure shooter I've ever seen.
So you get him in the mid range and he backs you down. Literally nobody can guard that. When he fades away on mid range and shoots it, no one can guard it. He's 7 feet
Yeah.
tall, fading away. You're not gonna touch
Nope.
it. And he's gonna knock it down like 85.
You can be a 7-footer yourself, and
Yeah.
he still has the range to
It's like-
back you down
it's like
because of
Kareem
just
Scott.
all of that leg strength he puts into
Can't
it.
block him. So yeah, KD's number 2.
For sure.
All right. So at number 2, I got King James. The reason I got him at number 2 though, because it's not because I think he's gonna take a step back as a player, but I think his minutes this season might go down. I think a lot of
They're gonna go down.
I think the load until the playoffs.
30 minutes a game.
Yeah, I think the load's gonna be on Anthony Davis and the depth during the regular season.
They
So
gotta keep his ass healthy though.
They were talking about that. That was a big
help.
help this year with that whole COVID thing. They gave him like what 2 or 3 months off.
Yeah, dude, you think about all that time LeBron had to rest
Yeah,
and get healthy.
that helped him a
That's
lot.
and look what happened.
that was a big mistake to the league, man. Y'all never give him a rest of LeBron.
I don't care, man. He dominated, dude. They dominated that series, and everybody talks about it. Man, you can call the bubble what you want to call it, an advantage, fair or not. Teams that had the records to make the fucking bubble made the bubble that were supposed to make the bubble. Teams that
Yeah.
won the games that were supposed to win the games. The better teams that won, and we got the results that we got.
Yeah, and
With the results that we got.
And I hate when people say like it wasn't fair because the players had to be locked down. Like the Lakers had to be locked down in there too.
Also there.
They were, yeah.
They didn't get to go home.
They weren't the only team that could just go out and go somewhere. No, they were in the same.
The same shit. Yeah.
So I mean, and yeah, and like again, like I said, I didn't have LeBron at 2 because I think he's gonna take a step back as a player. I just think this season's not gonna be like.
He doesn't have as much to prove right now.
Exactly.
For sure. He can chill out this season.
Yeah,
He can try to go to the
this
finals
is-
again if he wants
This
to.
is also
I
going
hope
to
he
be
does,
KD's first
obviously.
year where like he's going to go.
It's
to
up to KD.
Yeah, like if he wins, like okay, that's like his other rings. Obviously they're great, but like they don't get the
They're not
respect.
the rings.
If he wants to go to
Exactly.
Brooklyn, they're
Exactly.
like, all right, yeah, KD's that dude.
Kyrie too, because
Yeah.
Kyrie's been talking, but also
Kyrie's, I
for
think, is
Kyrie,
more-
I think it's still he still falls in that Robin category because he could go to Brooklyn, but if that James Harden and that trade were to have happened, they would trade Kyrie before they trade Kevin Durant for that man. Like
Obviously.
Instant.
Obviously.
I don't think you would trade. I don't know if you would trade KD for LeBron. Like even if either team would accept it, 'cause, like you got KD, you don't trade away KD. You got LeBron, you don't trade away LeBron.
no, you just
I think
don't.
those are the only two
It's
teams
bad
that
for
are-
business,
only
and
two
then it's
people
also
that are
good for
possible
business to
trade.
keep them opponents.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that you can get back to be equal
Like, for
value.
him to go to
Yeah.
the Eastern Conference the way that KD did after LeBron comes over here to the Western Conference, I think was also a really smart money move because
Yeah.
he
No,
wants to play in
Yeah.
the finals. He doesn't want to have to go through him to get to the finals. He wants to play him in the finals. But also, like, I can see why because it's an easier way to get to the finals for him because getting through LeBron in the playoffs is virtually impossible for any team
Yep.
in the league, and we see it
10 years
every
he's been
every
healthy.
year.
10
Y'all
years.
can argue it whether he wins the finals or not, but he gets to the finals
So you
nonetheless.
so do y'all want to get y'all's chance to explain why y'all got LeBron at number 1?
He's LeBron James. It's LeBron
What else do
James.
you want me to say? It's LeBron. I mean,
Ever since he's been in the league, maybe like his first 2 years, Kobe was better. Then after that, it was like, okay, yeah, that dude's the best in the league. And then ever since then, he's
I think Kobe was a better defender and maybe a better clutch shooter, but at the same time,
LeBron's been running the league since 2005
yeah, dude.
at least.
I mean, nonstop, and he's still doing it. Look how old he is,
15
and he's
years
still
straight. Yeah,
nonstop.
the guy's the best.
To me, the reason I did put KD at number 1 is because I do think he got something to prove this year. I think he's gonna come out with that fire in his eyes, like I'm about to light this league up and remind them who I am.
My thing for me, why I have LeBron at number 1 also though, because the man's averaging 27 points a game, but he's also averaging 11 assists a game.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
getting his work done and then also giving work out to other players at the same time.
I think he's
like
arguably the best passer ever.
there is
It's
no
only
one
him
else
and-
that's facilitate. No one else is even coming close to 11 assists. There's like eight assists, I think 9 assists is whatever it was that they had for second place. I can't even remember.
Yeah,
who it was.
his court vision.
11
is ridiculous.
assists.
Was he averaging a triple double?
Not quite. I think he had like 7 rebounds or something like that. Not quite a triple double.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron.
I think it was 8 or 9 rebounds.
Yeah, it was
I think he
close.
was like 1 rebound shy of averaging a triple.
Okay. Yeah, dude, and LeBron's one of my favorite players like ever.
No, yeah. If there's going to be a top 2, it's going to be between them two.
LeBron and
It's
KD,
going
exactly.
to be like that until they retire, and no matter how old LeBron gets, no matter how many years we go through, there's not going to be a stage where we see LeBron, unless it's injuries, and I hope to God that never happens, obviously, but him slowing down, you know, where, oh, is he going to stop dunking? Is he going to stop shooting the
Yeah.
same way? Is he going to stop driving the same way? It's like certain things he's going to take away from his game and certain things he's going to add to his game. But at the same time, he's LeBron and he's 6'8",
He's
and if he's
LeBron.
going to keep doing it,
Yeah.
he's going to keep doing it until his
He's
body falls apart.
Yeah, he's gonna
Like,
put his shoulder in your chest and
yeah, it's going to be bully ball the whole time, I think, and that's the easiest way for him to average those points. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't see any other reason why he wouldn't be.
I just think
I think
KD's.
they're going back.
I think,
They do.
yeah, I think it's gonna be back to back. But I think KD's a walking bucket. I mean,
Yeah.
if you give him, or if you don't give him anything, he's still gonna pull up and He's what, 7 foot?
Yeah, 7 feet tall.
Yeah, he's a legit. They list him as 6'11", but he's a legit 7.
He's 7
a
foot.
legit
With
seven.
shoes on, definitely.
You seen his shoes? Like him sitting on the sideline, like he had, or like his
The
feet.
size of this table.
Like he'll sit down and he doesn't have shoes on, and like you know, like you get tube socks, and like the tube part is longer than the foot part, obviously. Like you know, you got tube socks on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so the tube part is longer. Not him.
His foot part's longer.
Yeah, because his feet.
His
are
tube
like,
socks are ankle socks.
So you're telling me his foot is bigger than his shin?
Basically, it looks like it.
He got backwards legs.
Long ass feet, man.
Golly, I wish my feet were longer than my shins.
His whole foot is the same size as my whole upper body. It's
Got 2
That's his
arms
foot.
for feet. That shit is ridiculous. Oh my god.
All right, y'all want to go? Y'all want to keep going with a finals prediction real quick before we end it? This is all preseason. This is before injuries or before trades or anything. So this could change, and we could do another podcast mid-season or throughout the season to where we're gonna alter our
we'll do
prediction.
awards and then do award predictions and then finals prediction.
Y'all just want to do MVP,
MVP and defensive player of the year.
defensive player of the year. All right, go. Who you got, Brandon?
So MVP this season. Oh man, I want to say Luka.
That's mine for sure.
Maybe him. Maybe even Kawhi though. Also, I think Kawhi's gonna have some sort of a season. Maybe Steph too. I'd say Steph. I want to
that's a
say
good one.
Steph because of the season. I think he's like determined to have. I don't want to ever count him out of any sort of conversation when it comes to MVP stuff because when he is healthy, he was in that MVP talk the whole time. So I think Steph would be MVP for me. Defensive player of the year, I want it to go to Anthony Davis.
Yeah, that's
I
a
want
tough one.
AD to win it because I think he got snubbed. I don't know how Marc Gasol managed to win defensive player of the year this season when AD was doing the numbers that he was doing this past season they were playing.
Wait, Marc Gasol won.
No, Giannis won it.
Giannis won.
Giannis won it? Oh, I thought Mark won it.
No, Mark won it in like 2009 or
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
the year everybody says LeBron should have won it.
No, okay, that's what it was. Okay, that's what I was reading. So I was like, because I seen something on
I was like, what?
I didn't know who it
Yeah,
won.
everybody says Mark robbed it from LeBron that year. So
that probably.
yeah, but Giannis won it last year.
Either way though, I want AD to win Defensive Player of the Year. That dude was so freaking insane in the finals last season, getting the blocks that he was getting, locking down any position that you put him on. He can hold the point guard, he can hold shooting guard, he can hold the 5. Wherever you want him to space the floor, the dude can hold it.
All right, Cameron, where you at?
MVP definitely going Luka. That dude's a monster, and I think he's gonna take it. And then defensive player of the year, I really had to think about this because I didn't want to go the traditional, just Giannis, AD, Gobert or something like that. So someone who
Gobert
went off
means- I don't
last
know
year,
how.
I'm pretty sure he led the league in steals last year. Is Ben Simmons.
Okay.
Simmons has got.
Last year.
Hey, dude,
That's a
he's got
different one.
lockdown defense,
So
man. He was
defensive player of
playing
the year,
cold
I'm going Ben
playoff.
Simmons.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I like that. That's a sleeper pick too.
That is a really sleeper pick. I don't think I've heard that anywhere ever.
Yeah, I had to really think about it.
Ever. Ben Simmons as a
Last
decoy?
year. I'm pretty sure he led the league in steals. last
Okay.
year.
I think this year, MVP, I'm going to go decoy first just because I don't know my MVP yet.
Yeah.
Got to process that as I'm speaking.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think AD's going to get the decoy. Just because I think they robbed them last year, so this year they're gonna be like, all right, here, bro, here's your
Whoever
decoy.
won last year was supposed to win. That's all.
But yeah, Anthony Davis's defense is amazing, just like Brandon said. He can lock up 1 through 5. I mean,
Yeah, he's a monster.
he definitely put it on in the finals.
Two-way player.
And MVP, I was gonna go KD just because I got him number 1. He's gonna come back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Curry's a good one just because he's coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah, Curry's right there.
And he,
Just any
Curry's
comeback
not
player
the
right now.
oh man, Curry.
I want to say LeBron, but I don't want to be like that same. But KD's a really good pick too, man. KD would
I was
probably
thinking
be.
Jokic too. Jokic might step up and just have a
Dude, if
monster
he
year.
has some crazy ass,
I guess I'm gonna go Kevin Durant right now, just because I think he's gonna come back on fire.
for sure.
Probably lead that team to the 1 seed, and they're gonna be like, all right, MVP. The only reason I didn't want to pick KD is because that team made the playoffs last year without.
Yeah, dude.
Either one of them?
That's kind of like the Clippers. I wonder what they're gonna do if they're gonna have that same situation emulate itself. Like, are y'all gonna actually listen to your coach and go to practice and fucking do?
And did you see that quote where Kyrie's like, we don't need no coach, we coach
dude,
ourselves.
That's the first thing I saw, and I was like, play like that. You saw that. Y'all, it's gonna happen. If you think it won't, I promise it will. You won't even stay healthy long enough for it to happen like that. You gonna overwork your body not listening to your coach.
Yeah, but I got KD MVP. This is before if they trade for Harden or whatever. But I got KD MVP, KD number 1. So all right, yeah, that's our list and that's our MVP and DPOY for this year, man. We can update it throughout the year.
We'll come back, have another one.
It depends. This is before injuries, before anything. So
Award and predictions.
yeah, definitely. I think Zion at number 15 is pretty good because he's young. He can
Yeah,
come
he might
up.
jump in the fifth. top
Zion
15
has got
year.
real potential. To
He definitely got potential. But yeah, y'all want to wrap this one up?
Yeah,
Yes, we
for
do.
sure. It was a
Drop y'all's 1 through 15 in the comments below. Let us know who y'all think y'all are, or just top 5 if you don't
that
feel like
would be
doing
dope.
it.
Put your MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. Who do you think's gonna win those awards? And thank y'all for tuning in.
Also, before we leave, I want to say thank y'all for 100 subscribers.
For 100 subscribers, baby.
That's pretty dope.
Let's
Anybody
get
else
it.
Watching it, click it. Let's get to 200. 150,
Hey,
maybe 200.
Keep them going.
Hey, yeah, put in that work, baby. Try to get to 200. Each one of our subscribers try to get somebody that you know to subscribe.
Or just make a second account and also subscribe.
Spread the love, make babies.
All the likes.
2021, let's get it.
I like